Now, similar to performance, we have been able to deep dive into how analytics can help us identify those core behaviors which are drivers of better retention within teams. All the behaviors that are being managed to become better people managers are important, but then there are certain behaviors that we need to focus on more, and they can be different for different types of people. Right? Again, different groups may have, different individuals may have different requirements in terms of what behaviors they need to focus upon so that they can enhance the retention of their team members. Again, taking the example of manager working in the banking industry. This time, senior level. Age group 35 to 44 years. What we identified that the top drivers of the behavioral drivers which they have, which they need to have to become better in terms of retaining their team members, are accountability, right? Feedback sharing, and inter-team collaboration. Your favorite behavior also, right? So collaboration, especially in this case, inter-team collaboration, sharing feedback and being accountable actually ensures that your team is retained. The attrition reduces. It's very interesting that the behaviors that you display is actually having clear impact on the team remaining there with you and the organization. Now let's take the example of the manager again in the banking industry. Same example, same, it makes it easier. So manager in the banking industry, senior level, age group 45 plus years. 45 plus, here we have included 45 to 54, 54 plus also. So all that segment has been included together. Here, interestingly, the drivers, the behavioral drivers that are expected to enhance the retention of the team are fun and celebration, accountability again, and focus on development. Now, here you see an addition of something called fun and celebrations also. That as managers in this industry, again, at this level, which is senior level, at this age group, the expectation from the team members is that we need to have more fun and celebrations, or maybe if we have got more fun and celebrations, the chances are higher that we'll be sticking in the organization and with the manager. So these are two very interesting points. Firstly, what are your thoughts on these pointers? And then, what do you think? I mean, can behaviors displayed by a manager with respect to people management actually lead to better retention of their team members? And again, what are your styles for doing this?
I think one key thing that we need to do, and most of the organizations should do with the managers, the team, is build emotional intelligence.
Correct.
Right? It helps create a culture, a work culture where you motivate your team. Yeah, you read certain social cues, which kind of helps you take those decisions at the right time. Right? And in terms of retention, of course, all of those points that you shared very important. One another key aspect. So emotional intelligence is something that as a manager I need to work on.
Yourself.
I need to work on my communication skills so that I can be better at motivating my team, engaging the team. Right?
So true.
But something that as a manager I need to do for the team is recognition and providing growth. So what I mean by growth is not just by elevating someone to the next level, but I'm talking about personal growth here.
Correct.
Right?
Giving another example, another great manager like yourself. This person had a practice of creating a career sensex for each of their team members. And their belief was that when I'm designing the career for this person, I'm not thinking about the career only from the context of my organization or my work or my team. Because when I go beyond that and I think about that individual's career, which may be here, which may be outside here of this place, which may be in some other place altogether, then I am doing the right justice to this individual. So I'll create a career sensex for each individual, design where they are going, how they are going, what they should be doing, in such a way that it's true and honest and not really limited to their career within their organization only. and this person found better retention in his own team than otherwise. So you can imagine the dichotomy here, that on one side he's talking about their career from the context of even if they will move out of the organization, if the result comes in his planning for that person that maybe now you need to move out, if
Sure.
he will honestly mention that. But the fact that he's mentioning and designing it for their managers, for the team members, it's actually leading to higher retention because the team believes that the right decision about their career, right guidance about their career is being given by somebody. So that's the power of this that you mentioned. The development.
One more thing that I need to add is, while as the manager was doing the career sensing, of course, we have these conversations with the team members where so there's a lot of training provided for the process, right? But the message that I usually give to the team members is this level of training that you're receiving for the process is going to be limited to the time you spend on the project in the process. But there are other things that you need to learn. Now it could just be learning a few things from your E+1.
Right.
Where certain traits, where you should put your hand up and say, I want to try and do that. So learn these things. And the other thing I also want to add is, coming back to your point, the manager, the career sensei, I think an organization also needs to play a big role here. Right? So I just want to add one thing here. So Lumina Datamatics is doing that nowadays. Right? What we are doing is we are helping individuals or managers develop their career as well along with the work that they do. So, for example, Six Sigma training, a certification in project management, PMP certification. So, these are the few initiatives that Lumina Datamatics has taken and invest a lot on learning and development. So, these are a few things that I think every organization should do to support all managers.
Right.